My marriage was only my marriage to me. So you have to get in marriage when you, both of you, are going in that direction. I'm on holiday mood, man. So in the middle of that holiday mood, I see this chick. Hot. I pounce on her. I live in the US, right? Right off the bat. That chick, whatever I say. I love you too. I want to marry you. Yes, I'll marry you. That's what happened. You seen the thing called pop the balloon? That thing annoys the crap out of me. Because I'm like, why is it even popular? And it is so insulting to the human beings. I show up through a door and you tell me how you feel about me. You can never tell how you feel about somebody because, which probably, I literally saw across the street, I stopped the traffic, like in movies. I'm like, hey! I literally walked in traffic, I was like, who are you? I said some corny shit. You are like an angel. Wow, what's your name? My name is Juliet. I said, my name is Romeo. So I can tell you one thing for sure, and I will say this very confidently. Nobody, even if some of these stupid marriages we see on TV, nobody goes to get married if they are getting married and they are planning for a divorce. It don't matter, these people, they say they have prenups. This marriage is only, or they marry and they know everybody around them, or even people that get married a second, third, fourth time. They are not getting married planning to get a divorce. Not a single person. And if they say that, they are lying anyway. Somebody say, I plan to marry her, and then in 2 years we're going to get divorced. That was not marriage. So I'm talking about, let's go to the people who marry somebody. Whatever, even if it's Vegas, if you do a drive-through, even if you are high, you did not do that thinking this thing is not going to last until tomorrow. So my marriage was only my marriage to me. So you have to get in marriage when you, both of you, are going in that direction. If I'm going to go to downtown San Diego, I'm going to get on the 15 and go south. The only way me and you, we are going to be in downtown San Diego is if you and I, we agree we are going to meet over there, we're going to ride in the same car, we go to San Diego together. But if I'm telling you I'm going to San Diego and you're just keeping quiet and you get in my car and we drive to San Diego together, but you want it to be in Temecula or Marietta or LA, you're still going to get in a car and go back to LA or go to Marietta. But if we were headed to San Diego, we are headed to San Diego together. That's the problem. A lot of people get in the marriage when you're not going in the same direction. For me, I told you my dad passed when I was in boot camp. When I went to Kenya, obviously I went there pumped. I just come from boot camp. Even if I'm sad my dad died, as a matter of fact, people are saying I'm nuts, I'm crazy. Because I wasn't showing any signs of grief. First of all, I did not have that connection with my dad because he wasn't there. He was just a guy. It's like you hearing your school principal died or your senator died. Oh, I'm so sorry. That guy was so good. He helped us. He even gave me a scholarship. That's it. Because that's what your dad is. And as a matter of fact, my dad to me, as his child, I felt he was more of a dad to other people than me because I would see him solving other people's problems, but he never solved my problem of, right? So when he died, it's not like, screw you. It's just like, there's nothing to be said about there. Even if I look for it, just like, my dad has died. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then think about it. I've gone through all this crazy shit about being in boarding school. I went to NYS. I just graduated Marine boot camp. I don't come to this thing where I'm going to go and be sad because my dad died. Even anything, I'm just like, hey, sad he died. I'm glad he's resting. Let's take care of business. Then I'm on holiday mood, man. So in the middle of that holiday mood, I see this chick. Hot. I pounce on her. I live in the US, right? Right off the bat. That chick, whatever I say. I love you too. I want to marry you. Yes, I'll marry you. That's what happened. And then now I'm hustling to bring her over. And then red flags were there. Have you seen like in American football, the way they throw the flag? From the first day I met her, there was flags everywhere. But I was like, no. I'm just going to tune her, bring her back to. Plus, what's the worst could happen? Maybe she's just like that because she's in Kenya and I'm in the US. So I come to the US. It took me 2 years before I could even get her to come to the US. So in my mind, I was like, I'm going to have her. She's my girlfriend. I'm going to drop all the American girls. I found a Nubian queen. I'm going to bring my queen. So that was a problem. She was literally telling me, I'm not going to San Diego, bro. Fine, I'll ride in your car. But when the minute we get downtown, I'm looking for somebody else who's going to LA. so I can get in that car and drive off. And I didn't pay attention to that. And ironically, I'm talking about therapy. I went through therapy because in the military, you get forced. When they realize you have problems, they force you into all this therapy and stuff like that. But I was not getting the right people. And then I was also not ready for it. So when I would get therapy, I would get more angry. They used to say I have anger issues. It's just like, come on, man, why am I here? I want to get a divorce from her. And then she doesn't want to get a divorce because now she wants to settle. You know what I'm saying? So it's that conflict. So, and it was so bad. Anything you can imagine. She was saying I was cheating when I wasn't cheating. She was saying I was beating her when I wasn't beating her. It's just like she would imagine that we are fighting because she would come yell at me, and I'll be like, get the hell out of my way, you know. But it's not like I'm punching her and fighting her. It's just like, she would call the cops. And then she had discovered if she calls the cops, I get taken. So instead of letting me let it out, if I come in the house and I'm being myself, you see the way I'm animated, I'm just talking. If I'm animated, she's just like that bird that's just like, you know, that's my ex. And then in the middle of all that, obviously a baby came. I'm like, so I'm trying to stick it out. And I'm just getting more angry inside. The worst thing you can do is do things that you do not accept. That's the other thing I teach my kids. Don't force yourself anywhere. Anywhere. Hopefully you live in a way. That's why I tell them join the military, because I feel they will have a chance of being able to do whatever they want. Meaning you're not forcing yourself to be in a career. Don't pick a profession because you have to survive. I pray that you get in a career where it's what you want to do. Don't force yourself anywhere. That really makes you miserable. So that's what happened with my marriage. And it had to end. It took a long time, which made things even worse. Because I tried to serve her. She's not available. She had left. I was in the military at that time. I was stationed in North Carolina. Literally, the reason why I got stationed in Japan because my sergeant major, my boss was like, look, you're going to do something bad and you're also going to lose your career. I don't want you to lose your career, because I was very serious. Like I said at the beginning, I gave myself. I even was getting promoted meritoriously instead of waiting for the time. And I was getting promoted ahead of my peers because I was doing that well in the middle of all this crap. He was like, where do you want to go? I remember he literally opened a map. Where do you want to go? You see where the Marine Corps is? Pick the furthest from North Carolina. At that time, I was in North Carolina. The furthest was Hawaii or Japan. And I was like, I'll go to Japan. He was like, got it. I got orders and I was out of there in 3 months. That's very fast, right? For somebody who was not supposed to be going anywhere. So I left. And when I left in Japan, because I was away from her, I never really pursued the divorce because I tried to serve her a few times and it didn't work. I said, to hell with it. She has my son. Went through a few dramas there, which are so long to even talk about today. Came back now to the U.S. I was stationed now back here. That's the first time I came to San Diego. My dumbass, the minute I landed in San Diego and I'm in the U.S., I said, let's try to work things out. Since you keep complaining I'm not there for my son, you've been sending me all these nasty grams, causing all this drama, hacking in my email, and telling people how I'm a deadbeat or something. Now I'm back. Give me my son. She said, no. If my son is moving to San Diego, she was in Kansas, I'm going to have to come there. I'm like, sure, you can come. I had such a big house. I was like, plus you're doing your own thing, I'm doing my own thing. She literally was doing her own thing in the same house. But of course, we're in the same house. Again, flags everywhere. Not even flags, fireworks. Have you ever seen like those, the sparkles that people put on drinks when those were the ones. Pyrotechnics, it was there. So she came and that's when I really pursued the divorce. And that's when it eventually happened. And we have been divorced since 2007. Yeah. And I think I'm happier, you know. And so even if I have other children since that time, they are not from her. It's also a part of that therapy part I was talking about. There's something I'm trying to find. In the process, children come, but I try my best to be in my children's life because I know how it feels to have your parent in your life. So that's how it is. What I can tell you, man, at 52, one thing I've realized is, and with all my experience that I've had, is first of all, there is men and there is women. A man should not think they understand women. Just accept that you are a man, right? And I'm big on analogies. I was trying to avoid them, but here we go. It's like a pickup truck, right? A pickup is called a truck, but it's a car and it has 4 wheels. But that thing cannot haul a semi, All right? Or you cannot go and carry concrete from the quarry or rocks. If you go, you pilot, the thing is just going to collapse. Even when the dumps or whatever, they call the dumper, the thing that comes, the loader, when it comes and pours that thing, it's going to bury the thing and it's going to be under the rocks. And somebody will be like, I don't know why that happened. I brought a truck. There's that pickup truck and then there's the dump truck. So you just have to know what you're dealing with. So a lot of people think, because I have the money, I'm ready to get married. Because there's this girl that wants to get married to me, I'm ready to get married. Because my parents are telling me I need to get married, I need to get married. Or because this person got pregnant, I need to get married. Right? And then, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm sure there's at least a good number. There's people who get married for economic reasons. They're like, if I team up with this person, we get along, we can pay rent, we can have the same mortgage, I can get benefits. Then you almost know now you're fighting uphill. So my advice to people would be, just be true to yourself. Are you ready to get married? So, if you're ready to get married, you cannot get ready to get married because of a person. You know, there's people who, they meet somebody and they feel, oh, now I'm ready to get married because this person is wife material. No, you're supposed to get married by yourself. And then when you meet somebody, then find out if that person is ready for marriage. Which goes back to the analogy of like, are you going to the same destination? Otherwise, if you just marry somebody because of the timing, just because you ran into each other, I think that is the cause of a lot of breakups. And then these days, millennials and Gen Zs, man, especially Gen Zs, my son, they don't know what a relationship is. They think everything is a joke. They think a wife should change with you. They think that you can tell her what to be. That's why they even have you seen the thing called pop the balloon? That thing annoys the crap out of me. Because I'm like, why is it even popular? And it is so insulting to the human beings. I show up through a door and you tell me how you feel about me. You can never tell how you feel about somebody because I'm the one who married somebody because of her booty. That's the only reason I brought her. She only came to America because of her butt. Guess what feelings I had, bro? Look at me now. I had to go for therapy because of that shit. If it was pop the balloon, if she came in, I don't know if I pop when I'm excited or not. If she came through the door, which she probably, I literally saw her across the street. I stopped the traffic, like in movies. I'm like, hey! I literally walked in traffic. I was like, who are you? I said some corny shit. You are like an angel. Wow, what's your name? My name is Juliet. I said, my name is Romeo. The corniest shit. I'm your Romeo. She was like, she was looking around like, does this guy been? And then she was carrying her shopping or some bags. I was like, let me help you. And then I was helping her. I don't even know why she accepted me, because knowing her, she would have been like, get the fuck, because she's a very feisty lady. But somehow I was like, I'm ready to risk it. Punch me in the face, but I'm Romeo, right? Pop the balloon. Those are not feelings, man. Call them whatever you want. Call them lust, call them immaturity, call them naive, whatever. There is no such thing as, you only get feelings, men, when somebody does something for you. If you haven't reached that point, shut the hell up. Don't invite us to no wedding. Don't invite us to no whatever. Rorashio, you know the traditional things we do in Kenya. Don't invite us to that. Until you have feelings, because she has done something for you, and you're like, this is what she does for. I'm not talking about sex, man. I'm not talking about basic. I'm talking about, you are somewhere away in America and she's in Kenya and she's doing things for you. And you are like, man, this chick is making a difference in my life. Now, remember, you have to go in your own way, find out, is she ready to be married? Because if you're in America and she's doing things for you, it could be for economic reasons. It could be for the fantasy of coming to the US. But find out if she is ready to get married. You know?
Is there something else I can help with?
Even Siri wants to participate. You know? It's like there's not a single marriage that I know. Let me add. Everybody that has come and tried to talk to me, like hear my opinion, that they want to bring a girl from Kenya to America, it fails. Because the person you're bringing is not getting ready to get married. You think you want to get married. And then you think you have feelings for her. Like I've said, you don't. Whatever you have, those are not feelings for marriage. It's you because now you're in a better place, because now you have a job, you can afford to bring her over, you can afford to support her, you can afford to support somebody. If you showed up at the airport, JKIA, and you found another woman there, You can literally just grab a hand and come back and you'd have the same results. So that bullshit of like, oh, I'm so in love with this girl, she's in Kenya, I'm gonna bring, no. You have to go through that checklist, you know? And in fact, I even support living together or doing things together at a minimum. This idea of like you meet a girl, she's over there living in her house or living with her parents, she's a good girl because she goes to church, you have never seen her with another dude, well, that's the perfect wife, bring her to the US. She's going to do all that shit right in front of you. And then you're going to be pissed off and start talking stupid shit. Like, I brought you here. You owe me. No, you don't owe. She don't owe you nothing. I don't know. 100%. I discourage people from getting wives from Kenya or from outside and bringing them over. 100% discourage them. Now, I'm not saying don't do it. But if you do it, don't do it. You're bringing a wife. Like the way the system says 90-day fiancé. You bring her over, you better not be working, you better not have children, you better not have any things that you have going on. You better not be in school. That 90 days, you better, at the minute she lands here, you better do everything. It's like an accelerated course, special study or whatever you want to call it. You need to study her. You need to sit down. How is she treating you? You introduce her to your friends. See how she is behaving. Take her on a trip. See how she's behaving. Do laundry. See how she's behaving. You need to cuss her out. See how she responds. You need to make her pregnant. See how she's going to be with babies. It can't happen within 90 days, bro. That's why you're gonna regret it. No. You need to find out all the crap she's doing in Kenya. Because I'm telling you, women, a woman can have a totally different life than what you know, and right in front of you. And then you're telling me when she's in Kenya, and believe me, it doesn't matter who it is, and it doesn't matter how your situation. There's an element of like, she just want to come to the US. So if you really want a Kenyan girl, hopefully you find one that's here. Now, I'm not here telling you it's impossible. I'm not telling you people have not married. If you go there, just know those are your chances. Don't. If you're looking for a wife, remember, you can bring her, but don't come and bullshit us. Oh, I brought my wife. Tell us you brought this chick, drop her here in the wilderness, and let's see how she behaves. And then boom, if she checks the boxes, then now you can tell us now you have a wife. Those are the only successful ones. But the ones who I just go meet a girl like the way I met Juliet on the street, and then who I'm Romeo, and then she's so in love with this Marine guy, send some money, does things for her. Bullshit.